Today we're going to start with the first lesson for digital marketing training. We're going to cover what are the basics leading from the very fundamental and the foundation of digital marketing all the way to creating and optimizing campaign. Now, any given time, if you have any question, please feel free to stop me and we'll just ping me if you have a question, right? So as usual, our target is 50,000 e-commerces. We want to help 50,000 e-commerces within the next 3 years to achieve at least a minimum of 15 billion ringgit revenue per year from online sales. Up to present, since we have started from February till now, we have achieved up to 51 million online sales revenue. We'll help Peasy users to achieve more than 51 million ringgit online revenue. So a lot of time, people ask me, what is the most powerful aspect of digital marketing? What is so special about digital marketing that is different from your TV, from your print, from everything else? And when you are running an online business, when you're running an e-commerce business, now you must understand the one single crucial element. If you think about this, right, whatever you see on Google Ads today, whatever you see as a recommendation in Amazon when you're checking out this product, people recommend you to buy this or that other product today. Everything at the end of the day is based on an algorithm. It is not someone who decides, okay, I like you more, so I will show your ad to this user. Okay, I think this product is suitable for you, so manually some monkey behind the scene is picking this product and recommend it to the user. At the end of the day, everything is based on an algorithm. And why is this important? Think about the humble McDonald's cheeseburger. Wherever you go, any country on earth, you can get the same tasting cheeseburger under 3 minutes. And the reason why McDonald's is able to do that is because they understand the variable that affect their business very well. They control it so that they get predictable outcome. Any successful business, especially if you're an online business where everything is dictated and running based on the algorithm, if you understand the variable that leads to the growth of your business, you can achieve scalable, predictable outcome. What I mean here is that if you achieve success, it is much more important to understand why you achieve success so you can repeat it and scale it the next time. Not, fluctuating up and down, but a smooth gradient curve if you understand the reason why you succeed. And that is what digital marketing is supposed to be. If you understand what are the variables that affect why a campaign is successful, why people buy from your shop, why this segment of the market choose to buy your product instead of your competition product. If you can understand that, and then you can repeat it again and again and again. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Cool. So also the next question I always get when I'm doing digital marketing is, hey, is Facebook better or Google is better? What should I buy, Google or Facebook? A lot of times marketers, right, including, people from the advertising industry, they are so obsessed by channel. They talk about, hey, YouTube TrueView, must hit versus Facebook lead. They are always talking about channel. But at the end of the day, right, I want you to understand this. The only thing that matters in any business is your customers and your product. And what are the value exchange that happens between both? Let me show you with a simple example. Okay, now these are two actual Nespresso ads, right? Two actual Nespresso ads. Now, here is why I say it is all about the customer and all the product. It doesn't matter about the channel. Let's just say, right, today, Christmas is coming. I'm considering buying a gift for my wife, right? And if I see the banner on the right, the one that says, hey, discover our Genius machine for $747.50 and get 2 Arrachino 4 milk products for free. Now, if I do not know what Nespresso is, or I never even consider what Nespresso as a present for my wife, then this banner doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't click on it. But let's just say, right, at this point in time, where I'm just still considering what present to buy for my wife. I know my wife is a coffee aficionado. She loves coffee. And one of the first banner I saw was this Nespresso. 5 distinct tastes to discover. And just so happen I know, okay, my wife likes latte and I love espresso. Oh, what is this? I'm curious. I click on it and I check it out, right? I didn't buy, but 2, 3 weeks later, because I already know about what Nespresso is and I already consider Nespresso as a gift, 2, 3 weeks later, I see the banner on the right again where it says, oops, now we are having a limited time promotion. You can buy our product for a far cheaper price than before. Suddenly, this banner makes sense, right? Now, what that means is, right, it doesn't matter which channel it appears. If you target the wrong message to the person at the wrong time, no matter what channel you're using, it won't work, right? All that matters is the customer and the product. If you know what the customer wants at that point in time and you convey the right message to that customer at the right point in time, then regardless of what channel you're using, if the customer is there, it will be successful, right? So the challenge when you're using digital is how do you get these signals? How do you understand who they are, what they are looking to buy in that category? How strong is their buying intent? How are they using your product? Which phase of the buying cycle are they in? How do you know all this information before you communicate to them? Because every opportunity to communicate with them, if you use it correctly based on all this signal, you actually achieve success. But if you use this signal wrongly, you did not use this opportunity, you just do a mass blast, then obviously success chances are much lower. Now, this looks a bit slightly more complicated, but let me show you what I mean by that. How can we actually use signals to change the way we communicate? Suppose this is the customer journey of someone buying an espresso for Christmas gift. Okay, so before you know me, okay, before you know who I am, what I want to do, you created an ad targeting all coffee lovers. I mean, drag this a bit. All coffee lovers who are married, because your idea is that you want to send this over to everyone who actually have who are married and love coffee. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to put the idea in my head to consider buying Nespresso as a Christmas gift, right? So this is my first touch point, right? So I click on it, I land on the website. And when I land on the website, I review all the Nespresso gift pack ideas. Already in your website, you have a beautiful website where you give out all the different ideas for Nespresso, right? Okay. Now at that point in time, okay, you realize there are 50% of the people who came into this website are going to be looking at the flavors. After that, immediately they click on all the different flavors that's available on the website. And 50% of the people will actually click on all the different machine design on the website. And then when you check on your Google Analytics, right, you realize that the people who always look at the flavor first, majority of them have an additional interest. They are foodies. They like or are interested in food. And majority of people who check out the machine design first, when you look at their Google Analytics, you realize majority of them are into interior design. That is the two signals that tells you, hey, these are the different type of people who are buying, right? Now, after they click on the website to check out the flavor, you realize the next thing that will happen is, again, 50% of the people will straight away go and buy, right? Same goes with the people who check out the what you call machine. 50% of these people will click on, hey, a free and choice of engraving message, and straight away will go and buy. So 50% of everyone who love coffee, who are married, who are foodies, who land on their website, 50% of them will straight away go and buy. Same thing over here, 50% of everyone who love coffee are married and into interior design will straight away and buy. But about 50% of them will drop off, right? And these people who drop off, when you hit them with a special message that says, hey, if you come and buy now, I'll give you an extra 20% discount. These people with this 20 discount, they will buy. And you realize these people who buy only after they are offered a discount, when you check on your Google Analytics, there's an additional quality about them. They are deal lovers, right? So far, you understand what I'm trying to say?
The last time here.
Okay, so imagine this, right? Okay, we are having one single customer journey, starting from awareness, the first time you heard of espresso, and all the way you buy, all the way to buy, right? Initially, we start with a very broad circle. We said, okay, the signal of people who intend to buy Nespresso, majority of them, the probability is that they are married and they are coffee lovers, because we want to incite the idea of buying Nespresso as a gift for Christmas, right? Now, some of these guys actually then go into the website. Okay, when they go into the website, right, the website have menu. So one is, hey, check out our machine. One is check out all the flavors. Now, 50% of them go and check out the flavors. 50% of them went and check out the machine. Then we check our Google Analytics. We look at our data in Google Analytics, and we realize that people who go and see the machine, right, in addition to married and coffee lovers, the next interest that they have is interior design. Majority of these guys who check out the machine first. Majority of people who went and check out the flavor first, when we look at Google Analytics tell us majority of them have an interest in foodie as well. So we know people who are more inclined towards food and drinks, they will check the flavor first. People who are more inclined towards interior design, they will check the machine first, right? Now, then 50% of those guys who went and checked the machine, straight away go and buy. Straight away after checking out the machine, they saw the thing, oh, I like it so much, I will buy. Okay? Same goes, 50% of people who check out the flavor, straight away go and buy. Now, for each category, the machine and the flavor, each of them have 50% drop out. Okay? That means 50% of them didn't buy, didn't straight away go and buy. Now, we realize that people who do not buy, they have one additional quality when we look at Google Analytics that is different from the people who buy, is that they are deal lovers. Okay, so because they are deal lovers, so we use coupon and send to them and said, hey, here's an additional 20% discount coupon, will you buy? And we realize that a lot of these guys who initially didn't buy, choose to buy. So the whole idea of this is that if you understand this journey, okay, you now know what is a necessary variable, what is a formula to get different group of people to buy. If I see someone who is interested in coffee, who is married, and is interested in interior design, my message to him should be about how beautifully designed the espresso machine are. I shouldn't be talking about flavors. All right? If someone is a foodie and he likes coffee and is married, my message to him is, hey, check out all the different flavors the espresso machine have, right? And if that person is a deal lover, the message that I should use to convince him or her to buy is a 20% discount coupon. So what I have now is a formula to get people from different interests, different signal to buy an espresso, right? Now, let's take the complication up a notch a bit. So let's just say, for example, right, every time someone interact with my message, it costs me $1 because I have to buy ads, right? I have to buy ads, I have to send email. So every time someone interact with my message, it costs me $1. So each time the guy click on it, it's $1. Cost me $1, all right? Now, second of all, let's just say, right, okay, we also know the population size of every different customer segment. For example, total number of people who love coffee and are married is 6 million. Out of this 6 million, 3 million are foodies, 3 million are interior design. All right? Now, again, out of this 3 million people who are interior design, 2 million people are willing to buy immediately, but 1 million people need a 20% discount coupon before they buy, right? Because this 1 million are people who are coffee lover, married, interior design, and deal lovers. Okay. So now we know what is the cost of every single interaction, assuming they are the same. Okay. Let's just say, right, today, you open an espresso shop and you have only 10,000 machine to sell, 10,000 in your inventory to sell. Obviously, with this information, I can make a very, very calculated, smart business move. Now, because I know, right, the population size of coffee lovers who are foodie is 3 million. Population size of coffee lovers who are interior design is 3 million. Okay. So Nespresso as a business says, I want people to continuously use my machine and buy the coffee pot month after month to make money. All right. And obviously, I want to make as much money as possible. As in, if I can get someone to buy without giving discount, that would be ideal. That would be the best. So with this data, now I know, right? For example, let's take the coffee lovers who are discount lovers, sorry, deal lovers. Look at this. In order for them to buy, they have to go through note one, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. On top of that, I have to give 20% discount. And the size of these people is 1 million, right? But if I sell to this group of people, target market who are coffee lover, married, foodie, and are not deal lover, the size is about 2 million. 3 minus 1, right? Okay, I only have to pay $1, $2, $3, $4. Same goes if I sell to coffee lovers who are married, interior design, but not deal lovers. It's also $4. $1, $2, $3, $4. All right? And straight away they go and buy. So since this group is 3 million and this group is 3 million, and I have only 10,000 machine, what I will do when I create my campaign, when I create my promotion, I will tell my campaign to exclude out all deal lovers because the deal lovers would waste my opportunity. I would waste my opportunity selling the machine to these guys who I earn far less money. All right. Same thing as well. Let's just say if I make more money from selling the coffee pot than selling the machine, because all these guys who like my machine, they might just buy the machine, put it at home, and never refill with coffee pot. I might only target only these people, people who are coffee lover, married, and foodie, and I can do so with confidence. Why? A lot of times when advertisers are doing marketing, right? The biggest thing they are afraid of, oh, if I limit my market so small, right, will that impact my sales or not? But you see, it's always a balance. If you widen your market so big, right, that any Tom, Dick, and Harry you are targeting, what will happen is that you will have a very high cost per acquisition because you're wasting money targeting everyone and anyone, right? Like in this example, if at 10,000 machine, if I sell only to coffee lovers who are married and foodies, I earn a lot more money than if I sell to deal lovers and to sell to interior design. But if I don't focus, it will go to everyone. But if I focus so extremely niche, I'm afraid that, hey, I will not have enough sale to clear my inventory. Correct? But if you precisely know this journey right from the beginning, if you know already there's a 3 million population, you know already that each cost of touch point is $1, then you can do this with confidence. All right. You know, hey, population size is 3 million. I only have 10,000 machine. Previously, okay, every 1 million people, I get 5,000 sales. So with 3 million population, I can get easily 15,000 sales. So it's more than enough to clear my inventory. Why waste my money and time with this other segment? All right. So now you know exactly because you know exactly who to target, so you don't waste your money hitting wrong people. You know what to do in your messaging, your banners. You should talk about all the different flavors so it doesn't appeal to the wrong guys. You shouldn't talk about giving away 20% discount because you know that these people will buy even without a 20% discount. All right. So if you have all this information, if you understand the variable to this formula, you can run a campaign that is predictable and repeatability successful every single time. And that's the whole idea about using this signal to grow your business in a very predictable manner. So the way to put this right, imagine it two way. A lot of time people said, hey, what's so difficult about doing digital marketing? I can click here and then suddenly a campaign will go up. But then it's like saying, right, okay, I will take a bowl and I will simply throw eggs and flour and yeast and hope and pray a cake will come out. Whereas if you use a signal, you are following a recipe, you're following the ingredient, you're following the right order, and you know exactly if you put 2 eggs, you'll get a 1 kg cake. If you put 4 eggs, you get a 2 kg cake. It is predictable, right? And if you know this formula, you can then automate and scale it. So instead of doing this manually, if you already know all this kind of stuff, you can have a cake factory, right? You can scale it, right? So the question is, how can I get this signal? So basically, it's consisted of 3 major steps. First is setup. You need to set up your system to collect the data. Then you need to measure, and there are 2 different types of metric. I'll explain a bit more. And finally, based on all this information, you need to make use of this information in your response. How do you take this information and react to it, right? So for example, if you know someone who is a foodie and is married and coffee lover, obviously when you have a creative message, your banner, you talk about the flavors, right? You need to react to that insight. Does that make sense? Okay. So setup, right? Basically, there are 2 things that we need to set up. One is to identify users using GAID, IDFA, or cookies. Now, what does that basically mean? It's very simple. If you have a shop, people walk in and out, you can recognize their face, you can ask them their name. And based on that, after a while, you know their preference, you know who they are. You can say, okay, Susan, this is a product that I think you like. But in a website, in an app, all this information cannot be achieved or obtained easily. All right. Now, at the same time, if you treat everyone as the same, anyone who go into the website, you show coffee flavor, it won't work as well, right? You need to know that, okay, this person is a foodie, so show him flavor. This person is a deal lover, show him 20% discount, all right? So in order to identify people in the internet, in the mobile app and the website, we use something called a cookie, if it's a website. If it's a mobile phone, we use something called IDFA and GAID. Okay, this allows you to identify a person. But when I say identify a person, doesn't mean I know his name, I know his address, and all this kind of stuff. What it basically does is that it assigns to you an ID number, and everything that you do within my website or within my app, I know this is done by ID 7723. Okay, and how we do this is that we put a snippet of a code. It's called a pixel for Facebook and a script for Google. We put this into your website. So every time when someone go to your website, we collect this information. Okay. The next thing that we track is event and goal. So for example, now I know, okay, ID 772 went into my website. I want to know what this person does in my website. Every time he put a product into the shopping cart, I want to track. Every time he fill in the form, I want to track. Every time he check out a product, I want to track. So these are called event or goals. Okay? And so basically, we only need to set up only 2 things. And these 2 things involve technical. So we require the programmer of your website or the programmer of your app to put in these 2 things, cookie and event. Okay? Next, we need to measure. So measurement consists of 2 things. One is called a directional metric, another is called an insight. Okay, let's give an example. Suppose tomorrow I want to lose weight, right? Suppose tomorrow I want to lose weight, and we touch a bit on this in the next lesson. Suppose tomorrow I want to lose weight, right? I would have a weighing scale to tell me, okay, I have lost 2 or 3 kg. Okay, but knowing I lost 2 or 3 kg, right? Does it tell me how to lose more 5 or 6 kg. In order to do that, I need to be able to track, okay, if I'm swimming, I burn 600 calories every hour. If I'm running now, I'm burning about 500 calories every hour. So one is a directional metric that tells us whether you are going the right way or wrong way. The insightful metric tells you what you are doing that affects the outcome. Whenever your conversion rate increases, is because you are targeting more of people who are deal lovers. Example. So one is what is happening, the other is how to get that to happen, right? Directional metric tell you what is happening, insightful metric tell you how it happened. So you can learn from that and do it again and again. Does that make sense? This is, and when it comes to response, there are basically two types. One is called a business decision. What should I do to achieve my commercial target? Right? So these are more business decision. Should I sell more of Nespresso Model A than Nespresso Machine B to make $1 million this year? Right? Next is technical decision. If I want to sell more of Machine B by the next 6 months, what should I do? Right? And we'll talk more about this in our next lesson.